Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, OMG. Happy New Year. I figured that it would be a great way to start the year by learning how to make an apple pie. That's right, you heard me. We're gonna make an apple pie from scratch. Do I hear people saying that they can't do that? That it's too hard? You need to watch this video. It is very, very easy. There's a reason why we say easy as pie. Here we go. Now, as you can see, I do not have a lot of counter space, but as I told you before, I've served Thanksgiving in this tiny kitchen many, many times, and I will show you how to make a pie in this tiny, tiny space. But we do need the proper ingredients. For the crust, we're going to be using Crisco. You can use the butter flavoring for a little bit more flavor, but honestly, the pie is delicious with this stuff. I've done it many times. And we're going to need 2 cups of flour, and we're going to need, obviously, our apples, but the really, really important tool is this right here. This is the glorious pastry mixer. So we have our 2 cups of flour, and then we have 2/3 cup of Crisco. I will scoop these out in a minute because I can only use one hand. And don't forget the salt. We have a teaspoon of salt. So spread that all around like that. And then we blend. The pastry mixer is amazing because it makes blending so much easier. And look, our ingredients have come together really nicely. Now we are going to add our 5 tablespoons of ice water. This is the fun part where we get down and dirty. We mix this with our hands. It's just so much easier. So mix this all up until you have a nice ball. I had a little too much moisture, so I had to add flour. So you might want to experiment with maybe only adding 4 tablespoons water, but I figure it's never a bad thing to have a little bit more extra dough. So I just added more flour until it became a nice ball that does not split, and you want it to be relatively dry. So now we're going to wrap this in some saran wrap and let it sit for a while we prepare our gorgeous apples. I use Red Delicious for my apple pies. They cook very nicely. And we're going to need about 7 or 8. I'm going to use 8 because I don't mind if my pie is a little bulgy. And with these apples, we need to peel them, we need to core them, and we need to slice them like this. All right, now we add a tablespoon of flour, and we add our cup of sugar. My recipe calls for 1 1/4 cups, but I just do a cup. Believe me, it's enough sweetening. And then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I always use fresh nutmeg, and I grind it myself. I find the taste to be better. Then we also need our 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm melting my butter right now. And here's a little trick. We also need to grease our pie plate. I use the wrapping from the butter to grease the pie plate because honestly, with all the Crisco that's in the crust, there's plenty of oil in the pan already. So you don't need to go crazy when you're buttering or oiling this pan, but it's nice to have a little extra. And we mix this all together until everything is nice and evenly coated. So our pan is greased, our dough has been sitting, and we have our mixture. So we split our dough a little less than half, okay? And it's nice and ready to be used. It's been sitting a while, the gluten has been activated. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is where I am very, very unconventional. I do not roll my crust. I set it here and I press. You get this very, very thin and pressed all around until it looks like, boom, there we go. Now let me tell you something, it does take practice. But when you think about it, the thing that people don't like about pie is the crust. So I always try to make it as thin as possible. And you can see that it's coating all the pan, a very thin layer. Trust me, this works. And now we're gonna add our filling like so. Now, we have to still do our top crust with our dough that's left over. And again, I'm very unconventional when it comes to making the top crust. This is a good time to start preheating the oven. So what I do is I take a pan, I turn it upside down, I throw some flour on it, and I throw a little bit of dough, and I roll it out. And then individually, you want to make sure your thin is nice, and you want to make sure your dough is nice and thin. And then I cut my little strips. And I have the start of my top crust. You can probably see what I'm going to do. I do 5 across and 5 down. I have my basic crust, and now I just need to weave it properly until it looks like this. And I have my little bit of extra dough here. I'm gonna make a really tiny loop and put it all the way around just to kind of tighten it up and make it look even better. Et voila, this is what we have. So this is going to go into the oven for 10 minutes at 425, and then we're going to switch down to 350 for 45 minutes. Oh, and I always put it on a pan because sometimes the sugars overflow and make a mess in your oven. Instead, you just have a mess on your pan. Here's my pie. It looks really, really good. You can see that it's still even bubbling a little bit. So there we go. I'm gonna let this cool for a few hours and then we're gonna have it later on. All right, guys. I'm watching this video and I'm thinking, oh, maybe it isn't so easy. But you know what? You need to practice. It's really, really worth it to make your own crust. People will so appreciate it. Just practice. You may be surprised how well you do. And here's the other thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be homemade. People are going to appreciate it. As long as you don't burn it, it's going to be delicious. The main thing that you want to remember is that you cook this thing until the apples are soft. So that's what you do. And then don't you dare serve this pie with Ready Whip or Cool Whip. You got to make your own whipped cream, and that's easy. You buy heavy whipping cream, you add sugar, and you whip that baby until it's nice and thick, and that is what you serve with a homemade pie. So let me know how it goes. Good luck. I think it's going to be easier than you think, and thank you so much for watching. And remember, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below. I'll be back next week. Bye. I'm going to call this a hit.